Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 8th. Here's what we're working on so far. Canada Post could run out of money in less than a year if changes are not made.
It's McHappy Day. There's Brian Wood. A day where portions of their sales support local Ronald McDonald House charities around the province.
And Disney's streaming business gets closer to becoming profitable. Good morning. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Taylor. You're going to be working the window again today, Brian?
I'm going to be. I think I'm going to be working the window.
Yeah.
They could have me do. We never know until we show up.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing? Are you in the window today? Are you making fries today? Are you wrapping? You don't know. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're all three of us are going to be down on McDonald's on Plains Road this morning. Sometimes I work the window and they're just like, all right, get off the window because I get chatting and then like there's like this
You're
lineup.
slowing down our cars.
Yeah,
Come on.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
Tim, you're supposed to be doing a job. You're not chatting. Yeah. Okay.
So what's new? How are you?
You know, you lean out the window and people are going, "Oh, hi," you know, and you start to talk, and it's. You know, that's what
Last year they had me calling out the numbers. You know, when you're inside and you order from the machine that gives you a number, they had me calling out those numbers. So that was fun.
Important job there.
Cool.
Well, we'll see what jobs we got today. Okay, I had a little rain coming in. I just looked out the weather window, looking better though.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, it's just cloudy right now. We did have some light rain. Some areas had light rain. Some areas had heavy rain this morning and throughout the overnight hours. We'll show you that coming up. But yeah, it's going to taper off if you're getting some showers now. The sky should start to clear as the day goes on. So later on this morning, we're going to see the sunshine, and it's actually going to be warm today. We're going to hit 23. Humidex of 26, so it's going to start to feel a little sticky. However, the wind is really going to pick up. We'll have a west wind, 40 gusting to about 70 kilometers an hour a little later on. No wind warnings, but it's just going to get strong as the day progresses. We'll talk about that coming up. Looking at traffic this morning, 6:02 is the time. Sun is just about up, another minute and it will be. We will see it later. 403 Waterdown Road, nothing to see there. I mentioned heavy downpours. Let's go to our MTO traffic camera here. This is the QEW. We're looking at Toronto-bound lanes coming towards us. They have completely blocked the ramp to try to get off onto Mississauga Road. That is because of flooding on the ramp. You can't get through there, so everybody's got to either, you know, if you see the backlog, there's really no place to get off until way back. Coming through Mississauga, and you got to go past that to Credit River to here, Ontario. But as you can see, we've got a complete closure there of the ramp to Mississauga Road, and that is just due to flooding. Nothing at Centennial Parkway, nothing top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge. We'll look at weather and traffic. We'll fill you in all the details coming up. Right now, the news.
Thanks, Brian. Niagara police are investigating a serious vehicle crash in Smithville. It happened yesterday afternoon on St. Catherine Street between Industrial Park Road and Town Line Road. Police say a man lost control of his motorcycle and was transported to hospital with life-threatening injuries. The street was closed for several hours but reopened last night. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Niagara police ask anyone with information to contact them.
Well, a woman accused of murder testified in court that her husband told her he planned to shoot and kill the victims in the case. Lucy Lee was on the stand for the second day of questioning yesterday. She and her husband, Oliver Carafa, are charged in the shooting deaths of 30-year-old Tyler Pratt in February of 2021 and the shooting of Pratt's girlfriend, Jordan Romano, who was injured. So she said Carafa told her his business with Pratt was not going as planned, and he decided it would be best if he killed Jordan and Tyler before they found out and tried to kill him or someone he loved instead. She described it as, quote, sort of a pre-planned self-defense.
The Guelph Police Service says it's arrested a man in St. Catharines who they say is responsible for stealing more than $300,000 worth of products from the LCBO stores across Ontario. Guelph police say with the help of Niagara police, they arrested two men found sleeping in a stolen car on Sunday. A 27-year-old and 35-year-old, both of no fixed address, are now facing multiple charges. One is believed to have stolen alcohol from more than 100 LCBO stores.
Canada Post is reporting over $740 million in pre-tax losses last year and warns that more losses are expected if there are no changes to the business model. I want to bring in Simone Gavros, joins us live from the mountain near a Canada Post mailbox. Interesting conversations in the newsroom this morning because everybody have a different vintage. You being a different vintage than me, where I still go to the mailbox and you not so much.
Yeah, Tim, that's right. We were all kind of discussing about our habits when it comes to mail delivery, and a lot of people were talking about how they've kind of opted to email service for their mail, but Canada Post is saying that a large part of these losses is because of a surge in competition, as well as a decline in transactional mail, and they're also noticing that it happens to see a growth in addresses and delivery costs as well. Now, they're saying that these changes are happening so fast at a time that they haven't seen before. The company has seen its market share erode from 62% pre-pandemic to 29% in 2023. Letter volume has decreased by more than 50% over the last 20 years. And back in 2006, the average household would get 7 letters per week, and last year they received 2. Now, as revenue fell last year, the company says cost of operations rose by $11 million compared to 2022. Canada Post President Doug Ettinger recognizes that the business model must change to adapt to new Canadian habits. In a media release on Friday, he says, quote, "An operating model designed to deliver nearly 5.5 billion letters in 2006 cannot be sustained on the 2.2 billion letters we delivered last year," and says this trend is not unique to Canada. Now, this morning, we're going to be talking to some people in the area to get their take on how their habits might be changing when it comes to mail delivery and how they're receiving their mail as well. But for now, Emily, I'll send things over to you.
Thanks, Simone. Sticking with Canada Post, because they have a reminder for dog owners to please ensure our furry friends are kept away for mail delivery. Canada Post says it's for the safety of its employees, as dogs can sometimes become protective of their homes and families. It asks homeowners to be careful not to let their dogs slip outside while opening the door and ensure that they're kept inside or in a fenced-in area away from the mailbox. They also ask owners to keep front doors and fence gates closed and to keep their pets away from screen doors, even if those are locked. The Crown Corporation says it delivers mail to approximately 228,000 homes in Hamilton each day. Ronald McDonald House Charities says that today is their biggest day of the year because it's McHappy Day. That means a portion of the proceeds from every McDonald's menu item sold supports Ronald McDonald House Charities and families with sick children. The charity works to provide families with a place to stay while their children are receiving medical treatment. The Ronald McDonald House in South Central Ontario is located beside McMaster Children's Hospital. We spoke with a family from St. Catharines who is staying there while their daughter is receiving care.
It's not very often where you could have a family in a hospital setting. I think a lot of people know that the hospital rooms are kind of small, so you can come back here and enjoy life a little bit and forget about some of the issues for a little while and just enjoy life.
To have this space here outside of like the stress of like the beeping monitors and all of that at the hospital, it's allowed us to stay close to each other too.
By being able to come back to the house when they get a chance, get a little bit of rest, get a little bit of support, get support from our family rooms in the hospital itself, then it doesn't make it easy, but it makes them more resilient and really stronger to deal with the challenges they're facing.
Once again, McHappy Day is happening today, and there are several ways to donate, including ordering a menu item. Also, don't be surprised if you see some CHCH team members out at a Burlington restaurant today, Plains Road.
Hi, how are you?
I'm going to go see if Emily's working the drive-thru at Plains Road. Okay, let's get to Sportsline, and let's begin on the hardcourt, where Hamilton's own Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was leading his OKC Thunder into the second round of the NBA playoffs, trying to keep their unbeaten streak alive.
77-69, Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander got a three!
And who else but SGA led the way against Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. Shai would score a game-high 29 points as the Thunder would roll over Dallas in the first game of their West semifinal, 117-95. After sweeping New Orleans, the Thunder, they moved to 5-0 with the win, are now the youngest team ever to win a game in the second round. We'll hear from them next hour. They try to make it 6 straight tomorrow night from OKC. Beauty day on the pitch in Hamilton and Tim Hortons Field for the school day match for Forge FC with close to 15,000 in the stands to watch the Hammers play the opening leg of their Canadian Championship quarterfinal against FC Montreal. Forge, they would open the scoring when David Chouanier would get the home side on the board. He was actually playing against his younger brother who plays for Montreal. Now the MLS side would tie the match into the second half in the 52nd minute to get that all-important away goal. So it would finish in a 1-1 draw. The second leg happens in Montreal coming up on May 22nd.
Kreider wound up with it. Panarin's shot blocked by Slavin. Follow-up is free. They score!
Yeah, the Rangers took a stranglehold on their series with Carolina as Vincent Trocheck scored the winner in double overtime to lift the Blue Shirts over the Hurricanes 4-3 the final as things head to Carolina with New York up 2-0. The Garden crowd, oh, it was a rockin' after this win. Can't say the same in Dallas, though.
Pagliano zooms it ahead. Wood wins speed. Wood drives in. Backhand. Score!
Yeah, that's because Colorado's Miles Wood would silence them in overtime as the Avalanche have raced a 3-goal deficit. They take the opener of their series with the Dallas Stars, 4-3 the final in this one as well. So the two Canadian teams left in the playoffs, Edmonton and Vancouver, they hit the ice tonight, unfortunately, against each other as the Canucks visit McDavid and the Oilers to kick off their series.
It's breaking down and in. Always in fear of hitting them.
High drive to right. Springer is back, and it's gone.
Yeah, man, things getting worse for the Blue Jays. They kicked off a short 2-game series in Philadelphia against the Phillies, who are the best team in baseball, and showed why. Bryce Harper's grand slam would chase Jose Barrios, who allowed 8 runs in the 10-1 win. He came in with the best ERA in the league. That's no longer. Manager John Schneider was also chased as he got into a wee argument with the umpires. Toronto lose again. They wrap up the short 2-game series this afternoon. And finally, the CFL has come down hard on reigning most outstanding player and Argos quarterback Chad Kelly, suspending him for at least 9 games following its investigation into a lawsuit filed by a former Argos strength and conditioning coach. The league suspended Kelly for violating its gender-based violence policy. The plaintiff, who has not been named, filed a lawsuit back in February, alleged Kelly repeatedly harassed her over the past 2 seasons, and then she was fired in January after rejecting his advances. Kelly must undergo confidential assessments and attend mandatory counseling sessions before being allowed to return to the field.
All right, let's get into this Wednesday morning, the 8th of May. No sunshine in your eyes this morning. But we will see it later on, so do take the sunglasses with you. 403 and Waterdown Road, checking traffic. First of all, nothing to see there. It's moving along okay in both directions. Here is where we have the problem. This is on the QEW. QEW Toronto bound coming towards us. The ramp to Mississauga Road completely closed, and that is due to flooding on the ramp. Have had some heavy downpours through here. So as you can see, everybody's going, oh, no, I can't, where am I going to do? So you've got to continue along on the QEW before you can get off the highway. The ramp to Avenue Road from the 401 was also closed earlier because of flooding, but now that's open. Garden City Skyway looks good here, nothing going on at Centennial Parkway through Fairview all the way through east of Royal Windsor. That's the only problem. Mississauga Road ramp closed from the eastbound QEW. All right, temperature right now, we're sitting double digits to start the day. We're at 10 degrees. We did have some light rain earlier last hour, but that has pushed off, and now we just have a mainly cloudy sky. Winds are light. Relative humidity is right up there at 100%. So for school today, 23 degrees with a humidex of 26 degrees. Sunshine, so we will see the sun as the day goes on. Sky will start to clear this morning, but look at that wind, west, 40 gusting to 70. That's associated with a cold front going through. Here's a look at the precipitation we've had over the past 6 hours. Been some heavy downpours and some thunderstorms, but they're pushing off towards the east right now. That's just a loop that keeps repeating. So what we have is a trailing cold front that's going to go through. That's going to drop our temperatures tonight and particularly for tomorrow, but we're going to stay unsettled. Another low pressure system is going to drop on by, and it's going to give us some instability as we head into the weekend. But today, Sky should start to clear. Temperatures 23, 22 for Niagara, 23 this end of the lake, and 23 to 22. Still lingering showers this morning into Halton Peel, Toronto, but they'll come to an end, and sunshine later. Partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures cooler. Well, we're sitting 11 to 10 degrees now, but 8, 9, and 7 for tonight. And look at tomorrow's temperatures. A lot cooler. 14, 15 degrees. These temperatures are below seasonal for this time of year, so we'll go from a warm day to a cooler day tomorrow with chance of a shower. There's only chance of a shower, otherwise a mainly cloudy day. So out the door, 8th of May already. It is cloudy. It's mild. Temperature 11. Well, we've dipped to 10 degrees in the past little bit, but temperatures double digits so far this morning. We'll look at the long-range forecast coming up. Emily, Tim.
Thanks, Brian. We have Emily Vukovic joining us now. Emily, are you in your spring colors finally with the nice weather today?
It's either that or I'm churning butter. You can go either way. You can go either way. Okay, guys. Sylvester Stallone is selling off his watches, some of them going for millions.
Are you guys into watches quickly? We can talk about this more in our chit-chat.
We're totally going to break that down.
Okay, because I have some interesting questions about this watch.
Yeah, same. We're going to be talking about Peyton Manning and Caitlin Clark. They are going to be sharing the exact same red carpet coming up for a new docu-series. Cool. And Disney Plus is finally churning a profit. Get it? Churning butter, churning a profit.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Well, you had to explain the joke. It's never good when you have to explain the joke.
I know. Like, I'm not going to quit my day job.
Yeah, just like let the joke, just let it go. We got it.
Like, nobody laughed, so I was like, did I get it?
No, I know, but like, maybe it was delayed laugh, perhaps, where it was coming.
I was laughing internally. It was very funny. Yeah.
More jokes from Emily Vukovic on the couch and chit-chatting a little bit.
Thanks, Tim.
And coming up, we'll tell you why AstraZeneca is pulling their COVID vaccine, why the Boy Scouts of America are changing their name, all in business news next. 6:18 on your Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at the markets now. Canadian dollar is down 14 basis points this morning. It's at 72.71 cents U.S. Gold lost $6.50, while crude is down $1.29. It's at $77.09 a barrel. In midday European trading, markets are up in London, Frankfurt, and in Paris.
What about in Asia? We got some losses across the board in Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. North American markets on Tuesday. Some slight gains on Bay Street for the TSX, along with the Dow Jones on Wall Street. Slight losses for the NASDAQ. Hey, let's see how they do when markets open in North America on this Wednesday, May the 8th.
Drug maker AstraZeneca is pulling its COVID-19 vaccine worldwide, saying there's a surplus of updated vaccines now on the market. The vaccine can no longer be used in the European Union after the company voluntarily withdrew its marketing authorization. The company says similar applications will be made in the UK and other countries that had approved the vaccine known as Vaxzevria. In the coming months, AstraZeneca says the vaccine saved over 6.5 million lives around the world. That's according to independent estimates.
Panera Bread is eliminating charged lemonade from its menu, so the caffeinated beverage has sparked multiple lawsuits and caused a public relations nightmare for the company. According to Bloomberg, the charged lemonades will come off the menu in the next 2 weeks. Panera has faced at least 3 lawsuits over the lineup of controversial drinks in recent months. Plaintiffs claim high levels of caffeine in the product led to the deaths of 2 customers and irreversible health complications in another.
The Boy Scouts of America will soon become Scouting America. The name change will go into effect February 8th, 2025 for the organization's 115th anniversary. The youth organization says the change is meant to make everyone feel welcome. But the Scouts' mission remains the same, teaching young people to be prepared for life. The organization first allowed girls into the Cub Scouts 2018 and then to the flagship program 1 year later. More than 176,000 girls and young women are currently enrolled in Boy Scouts programs. Here at home, the Boy Scouts of Canada changed its name to Scouts Canada in 1976 and was co-ed by 1999.
Okay, that's a look at a couple of business stories for you on this Wednesday. Going to take a break. It's Brian's turn afterwards, and I think you're going to like the temperatures on this Wednesday.
I know I do.
6:24 on this Wednesday morning. Here's the problem that we have on the QEW right now. Toronto-bound lanes towards us. This is the camera at Mississauga Road, so you're coming past Lorne Park. The ramp to Mississauga Road is closed, and the right lane continuing on the QEW is closed, and that is because of flooding. It had some heavy downpours through here. Let's go back into St. Catharines. Nothing at the Garden City Skyway West camera. Top of the Burlington Skyway, starting to see a bit of sunshine poking out there. That looks good. Appleby line, nothing. All the way through Sheraton to Winston Churchill on the 403 going through Mississauga, nothing there. Just that problem, the QEW at Mississauga Road. Temperatures right now, get into the forecast here. 10 degrees at the moment. So it's a mild start to the day in Hamilton, 11, Grimsby, Toronto, 12 into Mississauga. We talk seasonals for this time of year. That's where we figure temperatures should be for an overnight low about 6. So a bit above seasonal. 17 for the daytime high. We're going to beat that today. Those are our sun times and our records for today. And yeah, we're going to see the sun today. The sky will start to clear. It'll be 18 by the first bell, 23 after school with a humidex of 26 today. But be careful, that wind is going to be strong. It'll be from the west, 40 gusting to 70 kilometers an hour. 8 overnight tonight. We'll get a partly cloudy sky. Tomorrow there's a chance of a shower, 40%, and a lot cooler temperature, 14 for tomorrow, mainly cloudy. Showers, it looks like, for Friday, even cooler on Saturday with chance of showers, but it gets better. Yay, for Mother's Day, 16 and sunny, and then sun continues Monday and Tuesday. That's your forecast. Emily, Tim.
Okay, thanks, Brian. This is kind of interesting. Scientists say they're one step closer to one day understanding the language of sperm whales. So there's a new analysis of years of sounds they make. It's revealed a complex internal structure. It contains a type of phonetic alphabet which could one day be decoded. It kind of sounds like a sequence of clicks, which are called codas. Have a listen here.
Researchers say those clicks aren't just a random sequence, they're quite quiet there. Instead, they come in a limited set of patterns, indicating that the sounds are intended to carry meaning. The researchers found that variations in the number, rhythm, and tempo of the clicks produced different types of codas, almost like sentences. This study was just about identifying the structure of those codas, not what they mean, but researchers say they're actively working on that too.
Yeah, you really had to listen for it, though.
I know it was quite quiet in the video there, but you could hear just a little clicking noise that they were making.
Supposedly it was a whale of a tail, though.
Oh, I was waiting for the whale pun.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
All right, let's hear them. Let's go.
You want to go? Oh, whale.
Oh,
okay.
whale.
Whale, hello there. Will you be mine?
Okay.
Listen, everything will be okay, Emily.
Will it?
They're saying we have to go.
I know, I wonder why.
For some reason.
It's like, oh, just cut them off now. We're going to break. Stay with us. More to come. I promise, no more whale puns.
I can't promise.